Hey, Bleeding Coolers, Jeremy here. I want to thank Hasbro and LEGO for sending us over the new LEGO Transformers Optimus Prime set. Can't wait to build this bad guy out, so we're going to do that right now. And we'll be right back with a look at the actual set. Here's the package. Pretty iconic looking stuff. I am very curious to see how the set transforms. Here's all of the character stuff. Comes with his axe, the Allspark, all kinds of stuff. Even the dog's excited. Are you excited, Brownie? He's excited. Don't let him fool you. So I'm gonna go build this thing and we will be right back with a look at the full model. I wanna take a second also to show you what you get in the box. So here's all the bags. Looks like 10 bags. Is that right? There's all the wheels. They get their own bag. I know, you're so excited. Me too, buddy. Yeah, 10 bags. Here's the instruction booklet, though. And look at awesome Autobot logo on the front. Look at that G1. Is that a tease for what we might see later? I would think so. Like most LEGO books, for these special sets, it comes in 3 languages. Then you have some facts about Optimus Prime. See if I can get rid of some of that glare there. So, you have a nice glamour shot there. There he is holding the Allspark, or the Matrix of Leadership. Oh, don't kill me for that one in the comments, guys. Description, his stats, and then a little bit about the set itself, the development of it. Member of the LEGO design team, looks like his name is Joseph Patrick Kide, senior designer. Good job, buddy. Well, we'll see. And then it's time to build. So next time you see me, the robot will be built. Okay guys, we are back. We are a couple days removed from building Optimus, spending some time with him so I could do the best justice I could for a review. Mixed bag here. I don't really know what to say. He looks incredible. He's all done here. And I like a lot of what's here. I like that he comes with multiple accessories. The backpack has awesome detail on it, including the thrusters. It does not like to stay on his back, as I will show you in a little bit. The energy axe, I think this, what is this? Is this his energy axe? I don't remember, but I like the different kind of bricks you get to use for this. The translucent orange parts are awesome. His blaster, classic. Really easy to get on him, as you'll see in a second. Really intuitive build for it too, so enjoy that. An Energon cube, cool accessory. I mean, they really fill this package for Optimus with enough to, you know, get you your money's worth. And it's a lot of money. We're gonna go over that in a second. Another feature behind his windshield there, the Matrix of Leadership. He can hold that in sometimes. He can hold that sometimes. So, you know, it was a fun build. I kept getting interrupted, so it took me a little while, but total build time would probably be around, I'd say about 2.5 hours. I screwed up a couple of places and used the wrong brick in 2 places, so it took me a little bit longer than it usually would, but we'll turn him around here. Here's where my problems start. He is incredibly top heavy. Oh, and he's gonna fall over already. The legs do not like to stay in place, and since he's very top heavy, he falls over all the time. Now, you might see the dog agrees. My dog says he shouldn't fall over that much. But it is very hard because he's so top heavy to get him. Once you start moving him, it really goes downhill pretty quick. This part right here, where the part of the transformation, this torso part right here, it rotates and it twists really well. It's intuitive, but it's because of the design and the way that he transforms. But at the same time, it is flimsy as heck and it breaks a lot. Hopefully it doesn't do it when we transform him in a second here into truck mode. But I have had a lot of problems with that. And you see, I was just about to talk about his feet. These pieces right here, where the red is, where the stoplights are on the truck, they fall off every 30 seconds, especially when you move him at all. It's very annoying. That's where the joint is for the feet. And those pop off really easily. In case I didn't show it yet, there is his little plate that most of these more fancier Lego sets come with. This is a sticker, and that might not bother some people, but it bothers me only because I really like when they etch into the bricks. It gives it a special feeling, and when it's a sticker, it kind of loses that. But anyway, back to the feet. They move a little bit. The legs move. The problem is once you start to move the legs, if you don't have a good grip on his body, he's going to topple over. You can get him like that. I mean, he looks cool. He looks awesome standing there. The arms are on ratchet joints. They, because he transformed. Again, if he didn't transform, a lot of my issues would be solved. But the problem is because you can transform him, they come loose a lot, and that's really annoying, especially when you're trying to transform him or when you're trying to get him to hold his weapon. So let's do that now. I'm gonna have my trusty daughter here. I'm gonna interchange some parts, so don't cover the camera. We're gonna zoom in here. So I'm gonna change his hands out. So it's really simple. On this side, you just do that. The axe can only go on this side. There's a peg hole in there, and you can just change it out. And, he holds it. It's very top heavy. So again, it'll stay up, but eventually it falls back down. It looks cool holding it though. Okay. And then his blaster. There's a peg hole right there in his arm. Where's the peg hole? Where's the peg? So he holds it like, oh, I'm sorry. That peg hole's not for that. There's a brick, it connects to his arm right there. And then you can close his hand around it. There goes the axe, like I said. And now he's got his blaster. Again, G1 all the way through and through. So it's classic Optimus. The blaster is awesome looking. I like what they do with the blaster in truck mode, which we'll show you in a second here. But yeah, the axe is very annoying. Here, I'm gonna put his hand back now. And again, you just move that back up, plug it back in, and Optimus gives you the old thumbs up there. All right, truck mode. This is where we've had, well, let's do the backpack first. So on his back, there's grips there. I don't know if you can see those. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There is grips right there. And that's what you're going to use to connect the backpack. Now, this is where he's been breaking on me. And of course, it works. Oops, see, there it goes. The blasters for launch do not like to stay in place. And that is what prevents it from getting to those grips easily. Let's see here if I can get it to snap on and stay. Oh, and that's the other problem is when you are snapping that stuff, other pieces fall off constantly, and it is a pain in the butt to not only get them back on, but to get them to stay on. So the backpack is attached now. So you can see it's gripped ever so slightly, but that's what he looks like with the backpack on. We'll turn him around here. Ooh, don't want him to fall. So there you go. All right, now truck mode. As the dog says hello to everybody. All right, so we're gonna hold it right there, and we are gonna do truck mode. Okay. Now, I will say that the instructions for transforming are in the back of the book. They're very easy to follow. This is not a hard process to do, but it is interesting. So you take the backpack off. Then you connect his legs, as like so. Now, following the instructions just because I've had so many issues with this, and I don't want that to happen again while I'm showing you guys this. So, twist the hands. Then you lift the grill. You twist him. Now, here's where it gets tricky with that ratchet joint right there. You have to move him down, bring this up, bring him down so that he is like this. The problem is you really have to be careful, because if you do that too fast, he comes right off of that ratchet joint there, and I mean, it breaks off, and then you are in a lot of trouble. So then bring these down, and then you turn the arms. Finger ratcheting. And then you tuck the arms in. Like so. Why? You getting all this? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. And it doesn't want to go for some reason. Why don't you want to go? We're live, pal. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, first we have to tuck the head in, which we didn't do. His faceplate broke off. Again, like, there's so many pieces. There's so many little pieces that just break and snap and come off so easily on this thing. And that's singularly because it transforms. If it didn't transform, you wouldn't have to worry so much about this stuff. Okay. So then, okay, bring that over here so I can show them. Here is one of the problem spots that is gonna bug everybody. These tail light pieces just do not like to stay on. Right, so there you go. He is, and then you turn his cannons, and he is in truck mode. Sorry, I had to put the camera down for a second. And then the last thing you have to do is you take his blaster and just put it in there. That's it. Now you have truck mode Optimus. Again, super cool and intuitive that he transforms like that. I mean, it's pretty cool. And like I said, the Matrix of Leadership's still there. Last touch, you have to change the front plate. So it's in truck mode, and there you have it. And yeah, he does in fact roll around. He rolls out, and that's it. I'm not going to transform him back for the rest of this video, only because it's a pain, as you can see. It's not easy. Yeah, once you start turning him in that's when the transformation kind of, and there goes another foot piece. My dog wanted to eat it. He's always wanted to be I don't care right now. Okay. So here he is, Optimus Prime, truck mode. Overall, what are my thoughts? Well, it's a fun build. I had a lot of fun building him. I had not as much fun transforming him the first time, and still, even now, it's hard to transform him. I don't like how brittle and easy to snap off a lot of the smaller pieces are on him. Man, $170 is what this costs. $169.99 is on sale this coming Wednesday. Well, should you buy it? Okay, that's the big question with most collectors right now. Should you buy the LEGO Optimus Prime? I'll say yes, only because if you're going to keep him in truck mode or robot mode, one or the other, then yes. Comparing him to some other sets that I have and have built, and other sets that I have to build, per brick cost and everything, it's not that far off price-wise. And you can hear the dog agreeing with him with his squeaky ball. The instruction booklet adds value. I know I showed you guys this already, but in different spots, it comes with Optimus facts. Let me find one. Yeah. Energon is the primary commodity for Transformer society, as it can be used for food, energy, and currency. So the whole book is full of that. I really love all the behind-the-scenes info and how they came up with this set. and I mean, it's a great set. It really is. It has too many small issues for me to love it. I really, really don't like how easy it is to take off some of these smaller pieces and I mean, they're barely on there. And I mean, I have reattached these tail light pieces, I don't know, 17 times. It's very annoying. And, you know, kudos to them for coming up with this transforming mode stuff. It is incredible. The first time you do it, you're like, wow, I can't believe how intuitive this is. And there are other Transformers I would buy. I would love to have a Soundwave. He's my favorite Transformer. I would love to see like a Shockwave. Bumblebee would of course be cool. But $170, that's gonna. I think me personally, I would say $120 should be the price point for this. I understand per brick, it's not that high a cost. It really isn't. It's right in line with a bunch of other sets that I've bought and put together, but some of the annoyances on the little bricks and little pieces that come off of this guy pretty easily really, really hurt the entertainment value of this for me. And since I include that into how I feel about what I pay for things, if I was paying for this, I would probably take that into consideration. On a whole, if I was giving this a score out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7.5. From a link standpoint, it's a fun build, especially in robot mode. I really enjoy putting him in robot, building the robot and building out the legs and recognizing all the little bits and pieces of Optimus Prime, especially the G1 version as I was putting them together. On a whole, though, the little pieces that break off constantly are an annoyance. That middle torso, man, that needs work. That ratchet joint needs a lot of work. That you're asking a lot of that joint to hold the big top heavy piece of Optimus and keep. There's a little gray brick that holds it all together, and if you move that brick at all when you're transforming him, the whole torso falls apart. And it is rough trying to figure. I had to take, actually right before we filmed this video, I had to take the entire torso apart and rebuild it. Because it just would not go back together properly. So all in all, I think it's a cool set. It's a neat idea. Thank you again to Hasbro and the LEGO Group for sending this over for me to show you guys and for me to build. I always love building new LEGO sets. I love Transformers. This is a neat idea. I think that they can improve on it quite a bit. That's not to say that it's terrible. That's not to say that I think that anybody who buys this is going to regret it, but take into consideration how frustrating you find LEGO sets that don't like to stay together and, weigh that. So at $170, I think this is still a good buy. It's fun. It's enjoyable enough to build. And once he's in robot mode, you just pose him on your shelf and you have a LEGO Optimus Prime, and it's super awesome. Truck mode's not my favorite, but I also don't keep a lot of my Transformers in vehicle mode anyway. I'm more of a robot mode guy. So Optimus, I'm going to transform one more time into robot mode and put him up on my shelf, and he's never going to move again like a lot of other things. And when that's the case, it's pretty great. So I would say any Transformers fan that is excited about this, buy it. Have fun building it. Put them on your shelf. It's going to look super cool mixed in with your other Transformers. And, have a good time with it. But remember, it's not perfect. And that's okay. Not everything has to be perfect. You can still enjoy it. Thanks for watching this. Make sure to, like and subscribe and all that junk. Everything else that every other YouTube channel asks you about. Read BC. Look for more toy reviews. And look sneak peeks. Everything else on BC, and we'll talk to you later.